Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, we are continuing our PHP admin panel series. So now guys, in this video, we are going to start with the social media CRUD operation. Okay. So guys, let's get started. So let's click on the social media and let's create a file with this social media.php inside the admin folder. Let's go inside admin folder, create a file, and now let's include the basic header and footer. Let me just copy from the user.php everything and paste here. And now guys, let us remove and edit. So here I'll tell social media list, and then you're going to copy again this social media.php file here and paste hyphen create. So add social media, you're changing it and you need an alert. Okay, so now guys, let's remove all this code we do not require right now, and here the social media name and social media URL. Okay, and done. Here we are going to set one status, whether to be shown or not shown, and a action button. Let's again copy and paste the same file, control CV, and create the file name with the create.php. Okay, let's change here and add social media, and this will be the back button now. So button danger, where you'll tell this the button name as back button, and inside this card body you're going to start with the form. Okay, so basic form, let's open and close, and begin with the margin bottom 3, label social media name, and input control, and give a name which will be name input. Let's copy this, paste, and social media URL or slug. So I'm going to tell URL here or slash link. Okay, and now guys, one checkbox, so mention as checkbox here, and this will be the status. Let's remove this and mention as style, where width colon 30 px semicolon height colon 30 px, and here you can mention the status. And now guys, finally one submit button save. Let's design this button with the bootstrap class button primary, and this button type it's going to be a submit, and the button name save social media. Okay, so let me just zoom it. And now guys, on this form action, it goes to code.php method equal to post. So now let's move to this code.php file. Let's go. Okay, so guys, I'm going to copy this save code and we'll be modifying it. Let's move. So first step, I will copy the button name. Let's copy this button name, paste here, and then all the input fields name, URL, and status. Okay, so let's come here, the name, then URL, and one status. So let us keep here and remove unwanted things, name, URL, and status. So now guys, you need to check. Let's remove name, URL, and status we do not require to check. Okay, and let's move back, and here you mention it's required. Okay, it's required. Let's save, get back, and now guys, let's write the query. So insert into social media, where the name, then URL, and finally the status. And let's remove the other column fields, and here you keep values, and I'm going to remove the extra variables. So next was URL, and the final one is status. So let's paste here, and then guys execute the query. Social media, make sure you're giving the correct spelling, table name, and here you tell social media added successfully, else something went wrong, and here you see you are going to redirect them back. So for that you can copy the social media.php and paste here, and again paste it here, which will be social media create.php. Let's paste it. And now guys, let us copy this and create a table inside our database. So that is PHP admin panel. Okay, so let's click on this new and create one table with the fields. So ID integer and it's 11. The attribute will be unsigned, and here primary key. Go and set the auto increment, and then guys name varchar of 255, URL or link. So I will set as URL and varchar 255. Then one finally the status part, which is going to be a tiny integer, tiny int, which you are checking true or false boolean. So you can give 0, and here as defined 0. And then guys you are going to give a comment that 0 equal to shown and 1 equal to hidden. Okay, done. And now let's save this table. So here is the button, let's click on save. So we have successfully created the table, and now let us insert the data inside this table. As simple. Let's move back, refresh, let's click on add social media. Here we go, and this checkbox is on the top. Let me break this down guys. So get back social media here, add a BR tag, and move this button to end of. Refresh. Okay, so let's add Facebook. So www.facebook.com/founder of web IT. Okay, and it by default it is shown. Okay, so you don't need to check. And now let's click on save. So here you see social media added successfully. Let's go on database and see that. Cool, so it's added guys. And now let's display all the social media. So let me just add one more record, that is Instagram, www.instagram.com/founder of web IT. Let's save. Okay, done. So we have stored two records. Now let's loop this record. Get back to your social media.php, and here we need to get the data. So you can just copy again from your any of your CRUD application. So I have already done that for the user. Let's copy this guys and modify according to our requirement. So let's paste it, Control V and Control B for the sidebar close. So guys, here is our table name. Let's come here, social medias, paste it. Okay, so get all function is a function which we have created in this functions.php. From there we are modifying and getting the result and showing the output. So now let me check if it is true or false. If it is true, you are going to show the record, else you are mention something went wrong. Okay, and let's remove this, something went wrong, and this call span will be changing now. So totally it's 5, so you need to change this call span to 5. Okay, let's save it, and let's change the variable guys, social media. Copy this social medias, paste here, and now we are going to count the social medias. If it is greater than 0, then goes inside this if condition, and then we are looping that social media, and once looped we need to show the data. So URL, and here it's going to be the status. So if status is true, then it's hidden, else shown. Okay, and now we need to change this variable name, or we'll keep a simple as that item. And then guys, we need to change the page name. So now guys, let us create the file name social media, and also here the social media delete.php. So let's save, and now guys, let us see the output for this. So let's save and get back, refresh here. So you got that output, perfect. So now guys, let us get started with edit and delete part. As simple, let's copy this file name social media edit.php. Let's click here, and what we are going to do, copy all this code from your media create and paste in your media edit, and change the title here edit social media, and inside this form start with your get data by id, open php, close php, and we have already created to check the parameter result. So param result equal to check parameter id. So we will send the parameter name as id here, and we need to check if it is numeric function, then come inside echo h5 tag $param result, and you need to return false here, like stop it here itself. So let's create one variable called social media equal to get by id function. So here you need to pass your id data. So what is that? It is nothing but your param result. So in that only you get your data. So before this you need to pass your table name also. So let me copy the table name. It is social medias, paste it, done. And now let's check the output for this in if else. So if it is true, else it is something went wrong. So you can show like the same code. Let me copy and paste here and tell something went wrong. Okay, if it is correct, then you're going to get the result. So we'll be checking if this social media of status is double equal to 200, then you're going to display all the data, else you will mention that whatever message we have set from there. So let me copy this and paste here, and you set this. Okay, and here you add a message. And now guys, open close php, and inside this your form inputs, let's control x completely and paste here, and your form tags is above, and here it ends. So now guys, let's change the button name, update social media, and the button name also you are going to tell update, and inside this name field we need to give the value attribute, and open echo php and close php dollar social media of data of the column name. So my column name is name, so that is nothing but this column names here. Okay, name, then url. So let's copy this, copy and paste here. It's going to be the url, and finally for the checkbox you need to check in a status. So if it is double equal to 1, if it is true, then you're going to tell checked, else null. So let's tell here checked, else make it null. As simple guys. Let me break it down so it will be more clear. Okay, let's save, and now guys, let me show you the output of it. So refresh here, I'm going to click on Facebook edit, and it's showing 1. where it is. So here we need to check here, not. If it is not a numeric, then return false. Refresh. Perfect. So we have got the Facebook data and this also, and here the status is unchecked now. Okay. So guys, let's copy the button name, update social media, and go on the form action here, code.php. Let's move, and you need to write the code about checking that button is clicked or not, which is coming from the method post. Okay, and all the input fields. So we have already written the code. Let's copy this and paste here. And now guys, you need to change the code here, update the table name and set the field values. Okay, so let's remove this. Just type name equal to and give comma URL equal to and give comma space and status equal to, and then you need to add a where condition, id equal to your social media id, dollar social media id, which is limit of one record only I need to update. So now guys, let us just keep here social media id equal to validate function with the method post. I will get the social media id. Let's copy this and get from your form. So let's move, and here is the input which will be hidden, and value, and also the name attribute, that is social media id. So now guys, you need to paste the id, which is id here. Okay, so let's save it, and now you can get back, refresh, and now let's submit to update the data. So before that, let me just go back to code.php and change the message here, updated successfully, and get back to social media.php. If something goes wrong, then you have to get back to edit.php. Okay, so here you move back, but we need to go with the id also. Let's copy this and concatenate the id here, question mark id equal to, then dot, and paste your id. All set. So same way for the below, and here is an extra. Save it guys, and now let's try to update the record. Okay, so let me confirm the code once again here, status, then no comma, and where condition, and limit also 1. Perfect. So all set. Let's move, refresh, and I'm going to tell Facebook updated. Let's click on update. Social media updated successfully, and you see that guys, the name is updated. And let's check here, and I'm going to remove this name. So right now it is showing hidden, status is hidden, but Facebook is the name also updated. Perfect. Let's unupdate. Now let's begin with the delete option. So as simple, let's move back again to social media.php file, and here is the file name we have to create. Let's create a file, social media delete.php, and you can copy that same user delete.php code. So basically the same process goes, and only the changing is the table name. So social underscore medias, make sure you're pasting the correct table name. So let me copy that, social medias, copy, and get back, paste here, and change the variable guys. Let me change it as social media id, and then the social media response. Okay, social media. Let's copy this and paste here. Yep. So here also changes. Let's move inside this if condition. So first let us copy this table name, paste here. Okay, once the delete query is running, social media delete result you need to check, social media delete result, social media deleted successfully, and you are going to redirect back to the social media.php page. On this page, let's copy it, paste it, done. So all set guys, and now let us try to delete one record. So let's get back to social media.php. Yep, let me add one dummy record, dummy, some random data, save, and let's delete this. Are you sure? Yes. And here you see that record has been deleted. Perfect. And now guys, let's display this social media list inside your front-end website. So let me just copy this URL, paste here. Okay, and now let us paste that social media on this footer part. So guys, let us just close everything and move below inside the footer part. Here outside the admin folder, go to your footer contents and let us copy this and paste here and just change the column size of that, make it to 444, so which is going to show in a 3 column wise. Okay, and here let's tell follow us at and display all your social media links. So let's use a UL tag and a li tag. So here open PHP, close PHP, and get the all social media. Okay, so social media get all function, the table name. Let's copy the table name and move back, paste table name. You need to check in a if condition. If it is true, show, else you need to mention that in a light tag, like something went wrong. You can show here with the count of MySQL number of rows. So let's count that. If it is greater than 0, I mean it has the record of social media, then you can show, else again you can display some message here like no social media added. Okay, and then guys, once the record exists, you can loop the data and show the data. Okay, let's loop it, open and close, copy the social media as social item, let's copy it, and you need to echo in a li tag. So let's open and close PHP and use a li tag here, which you are going to display in a PHP echo, paste, and then call that the name. Okay, social media name, but we need to call in a tag, so it will be linkable also. Let's control X, use a tag, paste the name and paste the URL. Okay, all set. And then let's see the output. Refresh. So here you see Facebook, Instagram, everything. But the third also has been shown. Why? Let us see here. Okay, so it's an extra li tag. Let's control X that and refresh. Perfect. So now guys, let us add one TWITTER Twitter, www.twitter.com/fundofwebit. Hit enter, save, and you need to be able to see that. Perfect. So guys, we have successfully completed about the social media CRUD and show that in our website as follow us. Okay, so guys, in this video that's it. Let's continue with the new topic in the next video about services. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like, and share.